street with a price on his head for trying to educate his people while these guys want him dead. They said what he spat was offensive to him and told everybody in the circle not to listen to him. They give it to him. Every new blog entry and podcast, mad cause his rhymes stay deep in they God's ass. Don't let me win the Grammy, cause if I get one, I'll get up on stage, thank God, and tell you to pick one.
Hey, what's going on, peoples? I just want to talk to you about a couple of things. First, let me give you this update. Last week, I did an interview with the BBC for this audio documentary that they're doing about African American atheists. Basically, talked to me about my music, the motivation, my views on different things. I think it came out pretty good. It's slated to come out in the fall. I'm not certain of what date yet, but I do know I do have another interview with them later on this month for the same documentary. But I just want to thank you guys for that too, because the reason the BBC even found out about me was because of the fans, because of my supporters, people talking about me, sharing my music, sharing my videos and stuff like that. So I appreciate that, guys. True. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, I don't know how many of you have experienced this yet. I don't know if this is some new thing going around or whatever, but at least in the last, I would say, 3 or 4 conversations I've had online, you know, talking to theists, and I mean, now mind you, these particular people are like ultra religious. They're like ultra religious. But in these conversations I've had with them, when the topic of proof or evidence comes up, I've been hearing this assertion that God's given them their personal evidence. Apparently, He's shown them conclusive proof of His existence. But in the course of the conversation, after hearing that, when I asked them, well, what was this proof? Because you presented to me and to everybody else? They said, no, this is personal proof that He can only show me. This is what their argument is. A couple of things about that. First, what happened to remember that original argument that was being made by Christians and other religious folks, that if God gave us conclusive proof of His existence, it would negate free will. Whatever happened to that argument? So by this, God, according to you, giving you this conclusive evidence, has it now destroyed your free will? It's a question that didn't quite get answered. The other thing about that is, let's entertain that for a minute. Let's say that's true. If this God gave you evidence, conclusive evidence, that was only for you, and you can't present it to anybody else, and you can't show anybody else this evidence because it was strictly for you, then keep your proselytizing to yourself. Why should you even be talking to me or anybody else about that? Because you can't prove it, and whatever proof you claim was given to you was strictly for your eyes, your ears, your brain, whatever. I see no reason for you to even entertain conversations about this, especially with people like me who's going to ask you for some proof or some evidence. So like I said, I don't know if any of you guys have heard them use that before, but I thought it was pretty funny. Just let me know, comment, let me know if you've heard this, if this is something that is old or you've heard it before, but it was pretty new to me when I heard it. And like I said, I say the last 3 or 4 conversations I've had with, now like I said, bear in mind, these were ultra religious people. I mean, go to church 2 and 3 times a week and all of this stuff. So just let me know if you guys have heard this before or if it's new to you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.